of procurement is one of the most important thing, because you will get a lot of question regarding procurement. My students have received question from 4 up to 10 to 15 in 2021. So procurement becomes a very important area, and in this journey I will teach you everything that you need to know about procurement. So step number 1 is you need to decide whether to make or buy. Now here starts the procurement. We want to know whether we make or we should buy, and on what factors we decide. One of the factors that is predominant is cost, then time, then skills, then other compliance and all those things. But cost plays a great role. For example, if you want to buy something, so will it cost us more if we buy it from outside, or will it cost us less if we make it in our house? So the cost becomes an important thing. Now time frame can be key. How much time is required? Maybe when you make this thing it takes 3 months, and if someone make it outside, you procure it, it take 2 weeks. So time became a very important thing. And then an important thing, do you even have a skills to do that? Do you even have those skills to make that? And then compliance can also play a role. Like, do you meet a compliance standards? For example, if you want to use PPEs, and in your project you're a construction company and you want to use personal protective equipment, especially in this COVID time, and you try to make it, do you meet the ANSI standards? Do you meet your local standard, international standards? So that's a very important thing. So it is possible that you can't do that yourself, you buy 3M material or other good material. So we have decided that we are gonna buy that thing. Next step comes as contract. Which type of contract you are going to have? Now it depends on your scope. Is your scope fixed or is it variable? If your scope is fixed, you know what you want to do. For example, in the construction project, you know, I want to make this thing like this thing like this. So there our scope is very fixed. I know how many rooms my house should have. I know how many kitchen, washroom, everything. So scope become fixed. So we have firm fixed price contract. Firm fixed price contract. So here the risk is on the seller, the one who is providing the services, because requirements are crystal clear and we know that what are the requirements. So the risk come more on seller. The buyer is free of risk. If he can complete in that time, good. If he is unable to complete in that time, risk lies on the seller. Now sometime, let's say I'm making a house and I want to rent it out. While the house is in progress and some people say that we want to rent this building, this plaza, so when can we get it? Now I get an opportunity here. So what will I ask? I will ask the seller, hey seller, can you complete it earlier? The buyer is asking, and if you can complete earlier, I will give you an incentive of it. Now here the contract becomes fixed price incentive fee. Fixed price incentive fee. We are giving them an incentive. If they are able to complete the required thing at the right time, at all agreed time, we will give them some extra money or whatever is required. It's become fixed price incentive fee. Scope is fixed. Scope is still fixed. Then comes the long contract, especially the bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge was not constructed in 1 year. The big buildings and roads and multi like Burj Al Khalifa and all those things, and many other construction or long-term contracts that goes on multiple years, maybe 10, 20, I don't know. But those contracts are affected by inflation. Anything that is affected by inflation, we use the contract fixed price, economic price adjustment. So whenever you heard the inflation word, you will directly go to the fixed price, economic price adjustment. Now let's say your scope is variable, then you use cost plus fixed fee. What do I mean by that? So you go to a mechanic and you want your car to be repaired. So you go to the mechanic and ask him, hey, my car is making sound, so please have a look at it. Or your air condition is not working, you call an electrician, hey, my AC is not working, please check it. They will check and they say, this material is damaged, we will replace it and you will reimburse us that amount, and plus you will pay us this fee. Normally that is based on hourly or the lump sum, whatever. So cost plus fixed fee. You are paying them for the material and you are paying them for fixed fee. Now this is very important. The material cost can go high, anything can damage. You don't know, your car is not working, your AC is not working. He can also say, oh, this is also damaged, this is also damaged. So the scope can go up. It's not 100% clear. In the similar contract, so if you give them an incentive, okay, you say that, okay, let's say it say that, okay, your car is damaged, it will take 8 hours. So this happened to me while I was in a family trip a few months back. So I needed to go back. I have a meeting in the evening. I was in hilly areas and they were like 8 hours drive. I said him, okay, how much time it will take? He said that it will take 4 to 6 hours. So if I waited for 4 to 6 hours, this means I have to drive at night in the hilly areas with no lights, which I don't like. So I asked him, okay, if you can do it in 1 hour or 2 hours, I will pay you this much amount extra. This much amount extra, which he did, and which I paid him the incentive fee. Now incentive fee is agreed with the people and it is a contractually bounding. It's a contract that you have to pay them amount. Fixed price incentive, cost plus incentive fee. Then we have cost plus award fee. Now this is a very interesting contract. You haven't agreed to someone, okay, someone did a good work, you liked it, and you gave them a award fee. That's like a tip, that's like a bonus. So cost plus award fee. So then comes the time and material contract. Let's say you want to rent a crane. You are working in a construction company. How you are going to rent it? You rent it by number of days or by number of hours. So time and material contract. Or you are going outside. I remember when I went to Maldives with my wife, Malaysia. So we went to Langkawi and we rent a car. Now there we have to pay per hour or per day, I'm not sure, but whatever, we have to pay time and material contract. If anything happened to the car, we were going to pay them. So again, our scope is not 100% clear. Time and material contract, guys, most of the time we are using all these contracts, and these contracts are the most important. These are all predictive contract, but agile can also have some contract. We get as cost plus fixed fee per work package, cost plus fixed fee per user story, graduated contract, or any type of contract can be in the agile. Remember, customer collaboration or contract negotiation in agile, that is the hint how the agile contract can be. So once this is done, now we go with the source selection criteria. Okay, so who are the sources? Now here, organizational process assets like pre-qualified sellers. Already your good companies have a shortlisted sellers, so you go directly to them. Or enterprise environmental factors are there. What are the internal sellers available? What are the external sellers available? What are your procurement system policies? All those things. And you also make a selection criteria. For example, if I want to eat a good burger, okay, I want to eat a good burger, it must be economical. The cost should be economical, the quality should be excellent, all those things. We make a source selection criteria, and then we look, okay, from where I can get burger, okay, Hardee's, okay, Howdy, McDonald's, KFC, and all those things. Then I will see, okay, what are my past references? In source selection criteria, past references are the key. For example, my past references are, for myself, Howdy burger is excellent for me, but whereas McDonald's burger is easy and the taste will always be standard. So here you get a conflict here. So if for me, if I have to eat burger, I will go to Howdy. You do this all the time. You do it when you want to watch a video. Should I watch his video or him? So you are always checking a source selection criteria. So once all this done, then we make procurement statement of work. So procurement statement of work, we write down all the things, what is going to be there, what are our specification, what do we want, and then we publish it. It's just like when you get something in the newspaper. Okay, this is more like a invitation for bidding. It is something for which all the acceptance criteria must be written. This is a procurement statement of work, very important thing. You make procurement management plan that will guide all those things, procurement strategy, all those things. Then you do the bidder conference. You invite the bidders for the proposals. You do a bidder conference. All the bidder comes. They give their proposals. Okay, they give their proposal. First, you basically classify them. What is being required from them? What is being required from them? Okay, once you have clarified, okay, this thing is being required for you, and then everyone give their proposals, and from shortlisted sellers, from those proposals, let's say 100 people come, you show them area, all those things, and then few people give the proposal, or you shortlist few people, then start happening negotiation. So very important thing, project manager does not take part in the negotiation that is related to money. It is the job of a procurement manager or a procurement department, because there again a compliance issues come there, like he's gonna do work, so he should not negotiate. So as a rule, project manager does not take part in anything that is related to money given to the outside, and he is there, the team is there to discuss the schedule, quality, because that responsibility does not lie on procurement manager. That responsibility lies back on project manager. So once the negotiations are done, the final thing comes in, agreement. Now this agreement can be called as a contract or whatever, service level agreement, memorandum of understanding. So sometimes you have a letter of agreement, letter of intent, like a preliminary agreement, and then you have a final agreement. So once the agreement is written, everything belongs to agreement. Whatever is not in the agreement is not there. Agreement, it's the Bible, you can say. It's everything, how project should be done. What are the things that must be present in the project, how to handle the conflicts, all those things must be written in the contract. Okay, now what happens if you want to do audit of the process? This is important. If you want to do audit of the process, this must be written in the contract. Like audit is all about checking the effectiveness of the processes. If it is not written in the contract, you cannot do the audit. This is important. Okay, so agreement is written, and once agreement is done, the seller start delivering is good. When the seller start delivering is good, then you do inspection. Okay, in inspection we can have a diamond symbol here. Let's say you accept the in inspection, you accept it. Yes, so close the procurement, pay the invoice, pay the bill, close the procurement, and close the procurement, close the project. You disagree. You disagree that deliverables are not according to the standard. It is not according to the agreed contract. So what happens? A conflict has occurred. So how to handle a conflict? Now these questions will come in the organization, in the question. So conflict come, so we have a sequence of steps to follow for a conflict. For conflict come, step number 1, do what is written in the contract or agreement. Try to do what is written in the contract or agreement. This is possible, this happens a lot, that something that is not written in the contract, that happens. Then you get a help from outside, or like you try to do win-win situation. You try to find out collaboration, do problem solving, conflict management. If that is also not possible, then you get an arbitrator, you get a mediator to solve and help them think. Okay, so if that is also not possible, then alternate dispute resolution, following it, go to the court. So last strategy is go to the court. And after that, of course, close procurement, and then we update the project and all those things. Guys, this is possible that the project is closed, but some procurements are still open. This is very possible that the project is closed, but some procurement are still open. So the project manager can put it in the lesson learns about those things and can notify, because in a big organization where one project manager is needed at somewhere else, so most of the time a mark list or a checklist is open or called as open list, and the claims handling department can deal with it. Also there are many other terms you will heard about, the like early termination of contract. Both parties can do early termination of contract. Who can do early termination of contract? And you can see a question in the exam. Many of my students see basically expected monetary value, asking to calculate the expected monetary value of a contract. So whatever the exam says about that, remember, expected monetary value is always probability into impact. Probability into impact. And if you want to check the progress of seller, so again, schedule variance and value divided by plan value. If you are doing good here, greater than 1 good, less than 1 bad. Similarly, cost variance and value divided by actual cost, greater than 1 good, less than 1 bad. So that sums up the entire journey of procurement. So guys, very important, I am making these journeys videos for you so that you can learn, master the PMP exam. We have made other journeys also, do check them. We did change request, stakeholder, risk, and many other journeys. Do watch them and learn them. These are very important. And if you can understand all the journeys and watch the coaching call, that's it. You don't need anything else for your PMP exam. I'm not kidding. PMP exam is not about remembering input tools and technical outputs. It's all about understanding the flow where all things go. Friends, we have the top success rate in the world, 99.3. 136 students have cleared out of 137. One student is giving exam tomorrow. One more is giving the day after tomorrow, and one on Sunday. One. I guess one more may be ready, but I will check him. And we are saying this with such a confidence that our method works, and we are giving it to you free of cost. Use them, pass the PM. And if you do share us your journey. We would love to know how you clear it. And very important thing, my commitment to YouTube is gonna rise more and more. And if you have not subscribed yet, subscribe it and do the bell icon and all those things. And if someone else is preparing for PMP, do share this video. Thank you very much. Become a PMP and live your life with passion. Bye bye.